Call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace shall taste to the Aki. I'm doing this work in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And I want to do this lesson, you know what I'm saying, just going into the sedition, you know. These are people, you know, standing against, you know, their powers, you know, and their governments and their rulers, you know. And it's happening all across, you know, the planet Earth, man. You know, which it was prophesied to be a uproar of the people, okay, and a great sedition among men. You know, because it doesn't take much now um, for these people to riot. You know, of the Negroes, Latinos, the Native Americans, man. You know, and even these Edomites are planning, you know, sedition, man. They got dudes making plots, you know what I'm saying, to assassinate certain of these politicians, man, you know, and being arrested for it. Okay, so everybody is upset at the rulers, man, and it's gonna turn, you know, more and more violent. It says Philadelphia imposes citywide curfew after 2 nights of riots over police shooting of Knifewood and black man. You know, and if you go look at the video, you can see that this Jake, you know, was coming towards the police with a knife in his hand. You know, so the police shot him. You know, because they consider that a risk to their lives. You know, they say that they fear for their lives. You know, to like it. Yeah, so you know they say that they fear for their lives. You know, and we've all seen videos. You know, of police officers. You know, being giving Esau, you know, more of a chance. He'll hit Esau with a taser, you know, about 3, 4 times before he actually shoots him. You know, he'll try his best to keep him alive, man. But so you know, these devils will give, you know, these other devils a chance, you know, to calm them down and things like that, so they can get arrested. You know, but the reason these Edomite cops are gunning you jakes down and don't have any compassion for you is because of the Jacob and Esau, man. You know, Esau hates you, so-called Negroes, man. All right, and at any chance he can to put you to death, he will, man. You know, because the Most High created him to be a sword, okay, and he don't bear that sword, you know, to not do death and destruction in the planet Earth. It says Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney has imposed a curfew starting Wednesday and lasting from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. after 2 nights of rioting and large-scale looting that left the city's Port Richmond shopping district a total loss. Right, and you Jakes loot for fucking Nikes and Jordans and shit, okay, and jewelry. You know, you ain't genuinely doing it because you care about the Jake that was put to death, you know. It said the curfew is being put in place after violent protests spun out of control on Monday and Tuesday following the death of Walter Waters Jr., whom police shot after he refused to drop his knife during an altercation on Monday afternoon. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf ordered several hundred members of the state National Guard to deploy to Philadelphia to help quell the unrest. Right, and getting you more and more familiar with having military troops, you know, inside of America, man. You know, this is constantly going on. Every time uproar happens, they calling, you know, military troops out here on you people, man. Okay, and eventually these National Guard and these different military troops are gonna put that sword to you people, man. All right, they ain't just gonna be standing there watching you do shit. After a while, man, it's gonna be a shoot on sight order. They say at least 53 police have been injured in the clashes, many of whom were struck by bricks and rocks, according to local CBS reporter Joe Holden. One officer was run over by a large pickup, and 28 police or fire department vehicles were torched or otherwise damaged. Jake destroying fire trucks and shit. You gonna need them goddamn trucks. They say police released numbers on arrest overnight. They also tell us 23 officers were hurt overnight and are all okay. A total of 53 police officers have been injured, and that's why these police are about to drop their badges, man. They're not gonna keep continuing to deal with this shit and being put in the line of fire. You know, look at this shit. They say 9 ATMs were blown up overnight Tuesday alone, which is something of a tradition during Philadelphia riots. About 50 ATMs around the city were bombed during Black Lives Matter protests in early June, and one of those cases, the would-be thief was killed in the explosion. A bunch of damn idiots, man. But this just goes into that sedition, man. You know, and these people out here looking for money. They say around 50 ATMs. They say he had a violent criminal past, and that's what Esau, always puts out, Jake's past and stuff, during these shootings. But 2/3 of our people, man, they a bunch of damn niggas, man. They may as well get put down. The death style that they live in. But these Jakes are constantly mourning for these niggas, man. It say this week's unrest marks some of the most out of control rioting since Black Lives Matter protests began in the wake of George Floyd's death in Minneapolis police custody on May 25th. It say Philadelphia police advised residents on Twitter Tuesday evening that a crowd of about 1,000 people was looting businesses on Armingo Avenue and that they should avoid the area. Another warning went out about an hour later, urging residents in 7 different districts to remain indoors if possible because demonstrations had turned violent. So they had 172 arrests. If you look at the video, man, you can tell that Jake was bugged the hell out, man. Coming towards the police with a goddamn knife. You know, say he had a long criminal record. That included violent offenses. So Jake is riding for this damn 2/3 nigga, man. Okay, say 5 felony convictions ranging from burglary to aggravated assault and terroristic threatening, man. So this dude deserved it. But you Jakes are finding any reason, to fight the police now. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay, so that's what these people are doing. You know, Sedition and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, man. They're not regarding these police officers, okay, or these military men that they bringing in here. They feel like they have the power to do whatever they want. And so that's why they breaking into these stores and stealing shit and things like that, blowing up ATMs. You know, and that's why Donald Trump, he's sitting there and he try to flex. You know, this is unacceptable. If you would have let me go in there with my military, it would have been shut down in minutes. Boasting. But it's a the definition of sedition. It's a rebellion, uprising, revolt, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder, rebelliousness against authority. Okay, And that's what's going on here in America, man. And not only do you have these Jakes preparing to do this, you have these Edomite militias, all right, that are prepared to overthrow. You know, they saying if Joe Biden win, it's gonna be death in the streets. This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 1. It say, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that be are ordained of the Most High." So this everything that's set up here in America, okay, is ordained by the Most High, man, for Esau to be in power right now. And to put the foot on the neck of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, especially the wicked of our people. And it say, "Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation." And that's what these people are doing. Resisting the ordinance of the Most High power. The Most High set up this damn devil. You know, and for him to do devilish things. And you Jakes are trying to shut that down, and that's not gonna happen. And they say you should receive yourselves damnation. So that's why you people are getting messed up every day. All right, and being put to death. Okay, being flashbanged and shit during these riots. It say, "For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil." And that's why the men of the Lord have been able to still go out and push the word. And do everything we need to do in the truth. But to you niggas, this devil is waiting for you, man, waiting to put the sword to you. It say, "Without then not be afraid of the power, do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger, to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil." So the Most High is using this devil to put wrath on our people, man. And they say he bear not the sword in vain. So you Jakes out here sitting there playing with this devil, twerking in the middle of the street and shit, not knowing that he ready to pop your ass, man. You know, he's ready to put you to death, man. While you sitting around playing, you know what I'm saying, and protesting and shit. You know, all this shit that Jake is going through is because the Most High want them to go through it, man. You know, for they damn wickedness. It's Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 16. "Therefore pray not for this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee," man. And that's how a man of the Lord thoughts go. That's how a man of the Lord thoughts on you 2/3, man. When the Most High has judgment come down on you, man. We don't have no mercy for you, Jakes. We've been out there trying to prophesy to you, Jakes, man. You don't want to hear it, okay? So the Most High is leaving you to your own destruction, okay? I pray this as will edify and call all y'all Bashim Yashai, Bashim Rakakodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and taste that I can doing this work in true sincerity in the four corners of the earth, and Shalom.